What's up, guys, and welcome back to another brand new video. I'm Bruce Allen.
I'm Tony.
And these videos are going to start to be a little bit different these days. I took a bit of a hiatus, and now I'm back, but we're going to do things a little bit differently. Now when we review tools, we're actually going to have them, show them in use and review them that way so you can see how they work and get a better understanding of everything rather than just show them to you and talk about how pretty they look. But right now what we're doing is we're in the business of flipping vehicles. So we'll get older vehicles, we'll doll them up, and then we flip them. By no means is it professional restoration or anything. Just make some extra money, and it's pretty fun to do. And just hang out in the shop and kill time and have fun and, make some extra money. So Tony here is going to explain what vehicle we're on now and a little bit of the details about the vehicle we're on now.
What we got behind us is a 71 Dodge Power Wagon. We located it out in Pennsylvania. It was a pretty rough shape when we got it. We'll walk around it and show you guys some of the stuff we did already. It is a 300, meaning it was a 1 ton, a Power Wagon 1 ton, which was kind of rare. And these are rare and pretty ugly too, but in the eyes of the beholder, I guess. 318 4-speed, 488s, Dana 70s in this, very heavy duty, and we changed the wheels, and it's dual rear wheels in the back. We changed it just for a look for now, for big fatties on the front and the back. You'll see that. Put a Fisher plow on it. You'll see that later too. It's all hydraulic, which is pretty much the way to go on, I think, on wall plows. Made another plow frame work. You can check that out too. We did the bumpers front and back, and did a lot of the body work. We should have, Bruce brought it up that we should have done this earlier, but we're pretty much along into almost getting ready to paint it. It's put back together. I got a drop visor on it, and we did the interior, the floors and stuff, and put a new windshield in it. I didn't put a windshield in it. Had this guy do it. He did a beautiful job. They're very hard to do and pretty tough to come by. And Bruce is working on all the wiring now, and we put, like I said, we'll walk around, you take a look at it. And on this side, we got another one to do. It's a 66 Toronado behind the toolboxes there. Maybe we can take a peek at that too, but that's pretty much it. Anything else?
No. So, yeah. All right, we're going to take a walk around the vehicle and show you what we got done. We kind of started this, halfway, 3/4 of the way in. It was just like, we just decided to, maybe start recording our progress. So we have this one, we have the Toronado, and we have another Dodge outside, and that one's going to be pretty cool. That one's a big job, but
yeah, it's a diesel, and they're pretty desirable. But we should have maybe started the videos earlier. We did a couple other ones. Maybe Bruce can put one of the pictures on of the 72 or 73 Power Wagon we did, and then we did a square body Chevy, that blue one with the big block, the 502 in it. But just kind of stuff like that we like to work on. The older stuff, a little bit easier to work on. The harder to find parts for. These are tough to find parts for this vintage, this style here. So we kind of tried to work with what we had here. The body work by no means is not perfect quality, but it's pretty good. And we're going to shoot it with a Centauri, a red Centauri, which is a single stage, and kind of hides a lot of errors and stuff in it, and certainly more vintage and goes with the truck than like a clear or something like that. So that's it.
All right, let's take a look at the truck.
All right.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and explain everything from the front, and then, just work our way around what we've done, and then start recording the progress from here on out.
So what we did was we put this a Fisher power angle plow. It's an 8-footer. It's a little small for this truck with those tires on it, as you can see, but we have the wing extensions. We're going to put that on. This is a minute mount setup. We made it work. It's all welded up. We built this bumper and kind of made it more custom. If you guys know these trucks, there's a valance that goes right in here, and that was pretty much destroyed. So we did this to kind of hide that, but it'll look pretty nice with the lights in there. The grill is a little bit askew right now because, like I said, Bruce is doing all the lights Inside, we put the fenders back together and painted everything first. And like I said, it's a 318, nothing fancy. I guess new radiator, all the hoses tune up, carburetor, a fuel pump, water pump, everything that it needed attention, we took care of it. We didn't run when we got it, so there's the whole setup is over there on the fender. You see right there, that's the whole control unit for the snowplow. Like I said, all hydraulic, and down below it's all belt driven. So it's pretty simple setup, and I like these. They're very easy to work on. The only thing that's going to go bad on these is the belt, or maybe you blow a hose. So a little bit slower, but they certainly do the job.
So the bumper here is actually, obviously handmade, and we went with updated lighting. It's LED lighting to give it like an old school, modern, custom look rather than, the old crappy lighting, because it's hard to find parts and it's just going to look way better. So I'm working on all the lighting, and then we're going to go from there. We're going to do LEDs across the top, and then Tony wanted this visor on, so we're going to go ahead and weld that up after we finish everything with the brackets, and it's going to sit right about there. It's going to look pretty cool. And this is the windshield he was speaking of that was hard to find and a pain in the ass to put in. So now we're going to go ahead to the inside of the vehicle and show you that.
Inside, this is I gotta go over this stuff later with you guys. It's a Raptor liner, and I really like this stuff. I've done it on pickup beds before, but this, we patched the floor. You can see pretty much in the front. The cab mounts were bad. We redid the cab mounts rather, and patched the floor in, and then I did the whole thing with the Raptor liner. I might do a rug kit anyway on top, but fixed the heater core, the heater box, just kind of dolled up the inside. Once again, there's issues with wiring, but Bruce is doing that. Changed the fuel tank in the back for safety first on these things. The tanks were behind the seats, so you don't want to light up too much in here. That's it. I did the steps. I'll just close this. Yep. I did the steps with the Raptor, and I guess what I'll do is I'll paint this red, and it's kind of like a gravel guard type of thing, a little bit more durable, and it kind of hides a lot of little flaws in it too. What we did on the back, it's a flatbed, but it has hinged sides on it that make it look just like a mason dump when you put the sides on, so it's pretty cool. You can do this look, and it has a tailgate that's, like I said, just like a mason dump. We did everything up underneath. That's all new cross members underneath. The body was used, but everything is new underneath, and all this has been cleaned up, primed, painted, and right to there. And then so we'll just carry that up through there and do the rest. I did the mud flaps, the hard mud flaps up here. Like I said, we did the single tires just for a look for now, but it comes with a set of the regular tires, 6 tires, if you want to go back to that skinny, more vintage look, if that's what somebody likes. But that's it. The body work is close. I mean, it's by no means perfect, but it's not bad from what this thing was. And that's it. Maybe in the back you can see this bumper that we did, or the back, which is very similar to the look in the front. We're gonna do this. This carries through to the front look, like with the front bumper. So we did that on there. Gotta do the lights, doll up the bottom a little bit.
Yeah, the wiring was a catastrophe in this thing, so I've been having to go through it slowly but surely. But I got to figure it out. The blinkers were the hardest part because of how they had it wired. So, and the back lights aren't working at the moment. And this is all the old stuff I have to work with and fix it up and go through that.
As far as the Raptor stuff, this is what I was talking about. This stuff is pretty cool. It comes in a can like this, and you put this activator in. It's very simple. This is a Schutz gun or an undercoating gun that I prefer to use, but this is what they sell you. They send you this gun that goes in there. I'm not going to stick it in because there's a little bit left in there. You put the activator in, and it's a huge tip, as you see, and you just basically spray. You just got to be a little careful. I would definitely wear a hood, which I did, and good respirator, because this stuff does stink, but it does a phenomenal job. But what I found is afterwards you can do this stuff. You want to do half of it, you just put it in there, put half of the activator, and then you don't have to waste it all. And I use, like I said, the Schutz gun, the undercoating gun, and I like to use this one instead anyway. But like I said, this is the gun that they give you with the kit. I don't know, I think I got 4 of these, the activator. I think it was around $100 or $110, but it's well worth it. Really, really does a nice job. A good product, and that's it on that stuff. So, okay, so this is the Toronado. We got this out of Indiana about a year and a half ago. Bruce put the motor back together, the engine back together rather. Got it kind of dolled up. It's almost ready to run. It was a running vehicle. The body's not bad on it. 66, if you guys are familiar with it. Front wheel drive. It's a boat, but it's a pretty cool car.
Yeah, was this the first front wheel drive?
Yeah, first year front wheel drive for GM. This thing is bulletproof. Nice inside, no hump because it's front wheel drive, obviously.
Yeah, there's no trans hump. It
Yeah.
looks wild inside, like it's
Yeah.
it's tight right now to show you, but the inside is very, very unique. And I think one of the coolest parts is the barrel speedometer,
Yeah.
because it doesn't. It's like the Price is Right
Yeah.
speedometer. So
yeah.
let's walk around the backside there. The body's actually he's being modest. The body's actually in very good condition for what it is. It looks like it has been painted. There's quite a bit of orange peel, so obviously this isn't the factory colors.
We're kind of jammed for space, but once
Yeah,
we
the
get
boxes.
the Dodge out, which is going to be close.
Can you
soon.
crack that a little?
Yeah, we're going to get on this, and if you've ever seen the interiors, I don't think I can fit my fat ass in there, but if you've ever seen the interiors on these, it's pretty nice. Like Bruce was saying, it rolls. The speedometer rolls instead of a standard type of speedometer that would just go, from 0 to 120 or whatever. It needs an interior. The interior is a little beat, but that's it. It's all there, and it's a running vehicle, or it was, and we'll get it going, and this will be some fun to mess with for sure.
It's crazy. Down in the floor area, you can fit 2 bodies. There's so much room. Like it's wild.
Yeah, and that's the 2 projects we got right now. So we'll have some room once we get that outside. And as you see, we got tons of Dodge parts all over the place. And that's it. You never have a big enough shop. So if you're going to build a shop, build bigger than what you think you need. That's for sure. And I think that's pretty much it. Well, I guess the next one we'll do, maybe we get this painted, which will be soon, and we can get it outside and get some pictures of it. Maybe if we get a little snow.
Yeah, let's show them the headlights we're gonna put in.
Yeah.
So we'll show you the old headlights, and then we'll show you what we're going to. I have this apart right now because they have the actual blinkers were in the grill, and I didn't like it, so I convinced them to take these blinkers out, and the lights we have are incorporated. The blinkers are incorporated. Actually, they're parking lights, but I want to turn them into blinkers. So here's the left side. Here is the old style, and then this is what we're going to, which is going to look way nicer, especially with the new grill.
Yeah.
And then instead of a parking light, I'm going to use this as a blinker, and then remove those out of the grill because it's a much cleaner look, and then it takes the bracket out. And to find that, like, we just painted over it, so it's not like the smoothest looking. So it's going to give it a lot cleaner look, a lot smoother. So it's going to look really good. This part will be done soon. We're going to film work as we're going too. This is just the first initial video, so you guys get a gist of everything that's going on. Like I said, things are going to be a bit different on how the videos are shot, and Tony and I are going to, just do these videos and the restoration videos. All right, what's up, guys? So we're back at the shop today, and the truck is outside currently, so I figure I'd give you guys a good idea of what the truck looks like and what's going to be done today, because there's a bit of wiring I have to do and get done today. So I'm going to go ahead and go around the truck, and you guys can see it. All right, so like we mentioned in the last video, we got the plow set up on. The plow setup's on. And today I'm going to work on getting the headlights installed, the old blinkers out, integrating the blinkers with the new headlights, and getting that put back together. Taking the old mounting brackets off of the old blinkers, and then some more wiring for these blinkers up here. Blinkers go here on both sides. Unfortunately, they're not going to be in until Monday, so I won't be able to do that until Monday. Well, Monday's tomorrow, so tomorrow. But Tony just dolled up in here. The framing stuff was all a mess. He got that looking real good. All the rust and everything's off of it, and then it was painted and coated. And these are the wheels. People seem to not like the wheels, but we like the wheels. The wheels look good. It gives it that little toy truck look. And if I can get far back, I gotta get a better lens. But that's what she looks like there. So we're gonna pull it in and start getting all the wiring done, because there's a lot of wiring. As of now, really the lights in the back don't work right now. So got to get those in, figure out all the wiring, because it's a mess back there. See, they're all broken, and that's gonna be a project. And also I'm gonna clean all this wiring up, because these aren't heat shrink, so we need to get new connectors for all this stuff here. And then, you know, get these all covered up and nice and pretty looking, because, you know, it just makes it look a lot better. And then he's working on this up here, which when you pick the dump body up, it just looks a little rough. So it's going for paint next week. So we got to get all this done and ready. And he did all that yesterday. That came out pretty good for what it is. And that's it. So we got to get it inside. Alright, so it took a little bit, but I finally got the pump done. I didn't realize my battery ran out on the camera when I was filming, so I was just going to do a time lapse anyways. But so let's show you what, let me get the light and we'll show you guys how it came out. Guy on, shiner in the hole. Alright, so it looks night and day. Cleaned her up. It's got all new terminals now. Everything's good to go. Zip tied, hung up. So it definitely looks a lot better. Put a nice little coat of paint on the pump there. Alright, so that's gonna about wrap it up for the first video. This is the first video. We got GoPros and cameras and stuff, so we are going to shoot videos of actual work and work getting done, progression being made, or progress being made, and so on and so forth. So this way here you guys get to meet Tony, you get to see the whole operation, how we're gonna do things. Like I said, it's not by any means professional restoration like our one buddy does. He does professional restoration. It's really cool. But you know, this is just simply to flip, you know, like take all the half-ass ways out of it. Nothing's you know, taped together. It's done the best to our ability, but with the means we have. So everything, you know, like nothing's patched up or hidden. If there's a rot spot, it gets cut out, gets replaced, or it gets fixed the best way we can. You know, we don't want to sell somebody who's going to take the truck and have an issue with it. One, it saves headaches for everybody, people calling you back, this, that, and the other thing. And two, it's just
we'll do another one. Maybe we get this outside. I'm not gonna paint it in here, obviously. As you see, it's pretty crowded and it'll just make a big mess. So I'm gonna take it to my buddy's shop that has a spray booth. I'm gonna paint it next week, hopefully. And then we'll get it back here and get it outside and get some pictures. And like I said before, I'd like to see how the plow works with the snowfall coming. And maybe you can test it out. There's a road coming back to where the shop is. We could try. We've tried it, and it does, you know, obviously do everything it has to do. But it'd be nice to see it under a little snow conditions. But yeah, that's it. So we'll just keep you posted. And like I said, maybe I can give you a couple of the pictures of the other trucks that we did, and we should have taken them before, but like Bruce has convinced me to take pictures of the stuff that we do. I never did it before, but I think maybe somebody will find it interesting. I mean, I like it. I like doing the old shit, and
Oh, when you sell it too, you give it
Yeah.
to the customer, and they
Yep.
can.
yeah. And this one, we should have taken pictures of where it was. It was in the woods behind a shop, and the gas tank was filled with rocks and
Yeah,
dirt,
this was-
and
this
it
was
wasn't-
bad.
Yeah, and it wasn't on the floors. I mean, the mice moved in, turned it into a regular condominium, and it was rough inside. But the bed was shot, and it was a mess. But it's come a long ways. I guess we're into like 5 months now, 4 or 5 months off and on. So between other jobs, his full-time job, my stuff, we just try to get it done when we can. So that's it, I guess.
All right, guys. I hope
Okay.
you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Okay, take care.